Whether you love AI or hate it, there's no debating that it is having an impact on the hiring process. But what is up for debate is how you should be using it. Most job seekers either completely ignore it or rely on it way too much, which is why in this video, you're going to learn how to use it strategically to support your job search while maintaining your unique, authentic self. And make sure to stick around till the end when I share with you 3 lines that you should be adding to all of your job search prompts. Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm here to take your job search from stressful to successful. Now, I have broken this video down into 4 main focus areas. And the first one is brainstorming. And I love AI for brainstorming. Have you ever just felt stuck and you're like, oh, if I only had somebody to bounce this off of? Well, AI is your friend in this case. Now, let's say you are looking to return to the paid workforce after your career break, but you are really struggling with how to connect what you have been doing to what you want to do. Here is a prompt that you can use, which will help you to bridge that gap. I took a 3-year break to focus on raising my 2 children. Here's what I did during that time. Now list everything. Yes, everything that you have been doing. I'm now targeting roles as an event planner. Acting as a professional career coach helped me identify transferable skills and experiences that would apply to the event planner roles that I'm interested in. In table format, concisely summarize what I did, the skills category it falls under, and how it's relevant to event planner positions. Now, this is going to take the intangible and make it tangible. And this also works for if you are looking to change careers, pivot fields. It helps you to see how you can get to where you want to go based on what you've already done. And next up is using AI for research and to analyze. Now, here is an example of how you can analyze a job description. And really quick, it's important to truly understand what the company is looking for from its applicants. And now you might think when you look at a job description, you just say, yeah, I can do that task. I can do that task. I'm fine. But remember that when a company has an opening, they are looking for a solution to a problem or somebody to help them meet certain goals. So a job description, while on the surface looks like it's just a bunch of tasks, it's actually a roadmap to help you position yourself as the best candidate for that specific position, which is why it is beneficial to break down the job description. And here is a prompt you can use. Break down the job description below from a recruiter and hiring manager perspective. Identify the top 5 skills the company is prioritizing, the top 5 keywords likely used for resume screening, and the primary business problem or need this role is intended to solve. Focus on what the company is truly hiring for, not just the tasks stated. Present the results in a clear table that a job seeker could use to tailor their resume and interview answers and questions. And this is why this helps you. It gives you a even more targeted, that's the word I'm looking for, a targeted approach on how to position yourself. You can see exactly what those keywords are. And I'm not promoting that you keyword stuff, but I do think it is beneficial to know those keywords. So if you do have those on your resume, you're able to maybe bring them up a little bit or enhance them if you know that that's specifically what they're looking for. And also, when you know the overarching real problem or needs that they have, you can speak to that more clearly. Another way to use AI to research is to research the company. Now, this is great when you are trying to decide, is this even a company I want to apply to? Or if you have an interview and you're like, I need to get up to date on the history of the company, its mission, its challenges, its wins. This is a great way that you can do this in a one-stop shop. So rather than going to Google and sifting through all of the different articles, you can ask AI to give this to you so you can go through yourself and pick out all the relevant data that you are going to need to either make the best decision for yourself or set yourself up to ask those strategic questions. And next up is using it to craft a standout resume. Notice I did not say to write your resume. Please do not use AI to completely write your resume. I know writing resume isn't exactly fun, but it is something that is very unique and personal to you because you need to show your specific impact, and you're the only one who knows your specific impact. Now, I do think that AI is very helpful in helping you to tailor a resume, and I actually have a video that goes really into depth about this, which you can check out up here. But another great way in using AI is to identify quantifiable data. Now, you should know that when you see a bullet point, it shouldn't just list the task that you did, but it should show the impact that you had, because you want to stand out. And the only way you can do that is by talking about specifically the unique impact that you had, the situations that you dealt with. But sometimes you might be a little fuzzy on exactly how you should do that. So this prompt helps you to identify where quantifiable data can be inserted. Acting as a professional resume writer, identify 3 categories where quantifiable data could be added to the following bullet points. In this case, I have led open enrollment. Do not rewrite the bullet point. Don't include example numbers and don't suggest specific metrics. Simply focus on the types of data that could strengthen it. When you do this, this is not asking it to make up that information, but simply help you identify areas that you can insert that information. And then it's up to you to think back, oh yeah, I led open enrollment for 400 employees, which is way different than leading it for, say, 5 employees. And that's where you can show off your unique self. Another way to use AI for crafting a standout resume is simply to use it for editing purposes. Now, not editing in the fact that you're rewriting, but more so grammar, any type of redundancy. Maybe you are a really big fan of the word collaborated and you use it over and over. It'll help you catch that. And also consistency. I see a lot of times present tense, past tense, all that. It makes sure that you are clean and consistent. And if you would like a prompt guide with 25 resume prompts, then check out the link in the description below for your free guide. And finally, we have interviewing. You should be asking strategic questions in your interviews, and you should be able to answer strategic questions that you are asked about. But once again, you might feel like that sounds great in theory, but how do I know what questions they're going to ask, or how do I prepare? And this, once again, is where AI is your friend. Here is a prompt that can help you start thinking about possible questions you might be asked. Acting as an interview coach, review the attached job description and my attached resume. Create 10 likely interview questions that I might be asked for this position. Give me 3 general questions, 4 role-specific questions tied directly to the responsibilities listed, and 3 resume-specific questions that reference my experience, career progression, or any other aspect of my professional experience. Present the output in a table covering the interview question, the category, the interviewer's goal with the question, and tips for helping me to answer this question. Keep the questions realistic and aligned to the position that I am applying to. Now, this is a great starting point because most likely the interviewers are going to be hitting on some of these questions. And the more comfortable you are with them, the more confident you are going to come across when you answer them. Now, you can also use this prompt and adjust it a bit to think of questions that you can ask them. And this is where you can tie in the research that you've done on the company, provide that information, and ask it to give you some strategic questions that you can ask the interviewer. And finally, a great use of AI is to use it to do mock interviewing, and you can use the voice tool for this so you can speak back and forth with AI. One, it just helps to get you comfortable with answering the questions out loud, but it can also give you feedback on where you're hitting the mark and where you might be missing the mark. Now, here are 3 lines you should be adding to your job search prompts. And the first one is actually one you should just be adding to all of your prompts. And that is, ask me any clarifying questions before proceeding with my request. This is a game changer, and I use it all the time because sometimes I might be missing something, and it helps to clarify and make sure that end result is exactly what I am looking for. And the second line will help to reduce hallucinations. And a hallucination is when AI makes up a response. And that is, do not make up or infer any information. Only use the information in details that I provide. And the third line is key when it comes to using AI for research. And that is, please provide a link to all of the sources that you are using to provide me with your response. When you do this, this is asking AI to give you an external link that you can then click to verify that the information you are getting from it is from a credible source. And if you're thinking, this is great information, but I need more of a primer on AI, then check out my video up here.